Hey everybody, TK with Easy Adventure Rentals. We're going to go today with you on the 2017 Ford Majestic. Now this is one we call the Shorty. This is a real small 19 foot with one bed over the cab and a real small area here in the back. So come on inside, we'll go take a look. So the front of this RV is very simple. It's on an E250 chassis, so everything up front is normal Ford E250 version. Now you have an aux cord there, you plug that in, then you can plug up your phone there, and there's also usually modes to put them on Bluetooth. This is your one big bed up above. If you're walking in and out, then I usually leave that open. If not, then you put this down here, and this is very good for your sleeping, and or on this Shorty RV, since there's not a lot of outside storage, you can use this all for storage and shove them up in the corners and all your baggage and stuff like this. You have one little closet here back behind you, and you have another few cabinets here. But this is your main storage and sleeping area. This is a table dinette area that actually swings down. Those go together, and that is your couch there as well. And then you have a little seat here. So that's it up front here, and then we'll turn around and check out and look out at the back. We'll start here with the fridge and the microwave. The microwave is one of the things that needs to be plugged in, or you have to have the generator on to run the microwave. Up above you, you have the air conditioning. That is just air conditioning, fan on and high cool, or just fan on. Those, the microwave and the top air conditioning unit, the generator would have to be on, or you'd have to be plugged in. Your thermostat here, you do not have to be plugged in. That runs off of battery and propane. How that works is it's on off mode, and that turns it on. As you flip that over to warmer and colder, that's your thermostat. That runs off battery and propane. This is a fridge. It's got a big fridge and a smaller freezer up top. You have two buttons on this fridge. One is on and off, and the other is on auto or gas. So if you want to turn it on, you flip the on switch on, and then I always put it on gas if you're not plugged in somewhere. That will run off of propane. As long as the check light's not on, then you are good. So I usually always turn on gas mode. Once you go plugged in somewhere, then you can flip it to auto, then it will run off electricity. Here is your display panel up here. You have a couple different things with the display panel. Hot water, everything's labeled. So hot water means hot. Flip that on, wait 10 minutes, you'll have hot water. Generator, flip and hold that on, and that will turn the generator on. Water pressure, if you want to go to the bathroom or take a shower or wash your hands, turn the water pump on. Flip it off when you're not using it. This is your level test. So right there it will tell you that you have empty of fresh water, empty of propane, battery full. Gray is your shower water and your sink water, and black is your toilet water. So these have stuff in it. You always pick them up with gray and black empty. Fresh water, you just let us know, we can fill it up or leave it empty as you go as well. If you want to back up here, this is your small wet shower. So your shower and your toilet are all in one. It's very small, but it is usable, and you got about 30 gallons of fresh water. Hook up to city fill or turn your water pump on, turn your hot water, then you can take a shower. You have small storages up here. People put usually all their cooking stuff up here. This is your small closet that you have here, and then you have two small burners here for cooking and just a real small sink area. So everything on this is miniaturized, but you still have everything. You have a heat, air conditioning, still have fresh water, shower. It's just all compacted here in the back. So that's it for back here. Generator, that's all your control panel, tell you where you're at. And we'll go ahead and move on to the outside. Outside of this RV is very simple. Here we're going to start on the right side. We have propane here. This is a smaller propane tank because it's a smaller RV. That's the lever there. That's your gauge. You also have the gauge inside. You have the front entry door, and you have your one outside storage there. That outside storage, usually we put the tools for the jack, the freshwater hose, and then we put the dump hose in the trash bag there. So that's it for this right side, and then we'll go around back and then show you what's on the left. So here on the left front part of the RV, we're going to start with the water. You can always hook up your water to city connection. That just pressurizes your system, will not fill your water tank up. This, you stick the hose in there, and that will fill up your water tank. If you go inside on the display panel, press and hold the level test, then it will tell you how much fresh water you have. This holds about 35 gallons of fresh water. Back down here is a generator you don't need to get into because you can start it from inside the RV. Here is the electrical plug, and this is a standard 30 amp plug. This is what everybody uses, and that's a standard 30 amp plug. I give people adapters. That's your adapter down to a 15 amp. Then you can run basically everything minus the air conditioning or the microwave would get really hot with that. Always tell people, make sure you plug this outlet back into itself. Number one question is that people, they get somewhere, they plug it in, they're good for their weekend, and they do not plug this back into itself. If you don't plug it back into itself, the generator will run, but it won't power anything. So to complete the circuit, find the outlet inside there, plug it back into itself, and then you're good there. Fuel is right here. Normal 87, the generator runs off of that same fuel. And if it's under a quarter tank or under eighth of tank, the generator won't run. Doesn't want to leave you stranded. Back over here, we have the sewers. So these are always labeled. This is a little bit different than the other RVs because the pull levers are on the back versus on the side. You have a black lever, that is your toilet water and just toilet water. Your gray lever over here is your shower water and your sink water. Always pull black first once you secure your hose in at the corner of the RV and down at the dump. Make sure those are nice and secure. Then you would pull black. Black would be all of your sewer water that would empty. Then you would shut it. Then you would pull gray. Gray would flush everything out, clean everything out. If you're going to stay somewhere for a while, you can leave both of those open. Before you leave, I shut both valves and I run the sink for a few minutes. Then I pull gray. That flushes your hose out. As long as you have secure where you're plugged in at both areas with the hose and you run plenty of fresh water through it, then it's never a nasty situation. But there are gloves and there's things to take care of that as well. So if you have any other questions here on this 17 Majestic, that's about it. Leave some comments and likes, and then we can go from there.